What is up YouTube? We're underleveled. My name is Taka and today I'll be going over how to EV train your Pokemon in the new Pokemon Legends Arceus game. Now, do you EV train your Pokemon? You might want to once you see just how easy and beneficial it is. I'll go over everything you need to know about it, so let's get right into it, shall we? And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy our Pokemon Legends Arceus content. So, if you're not familiar about what EVs are, don't worry, I'll go over it really fast. So, EVs or effort values is a hidden mechanic that permanently increases the stat of your Pokemon. You can get these EVs when defeating Pokemon in past games. For example, you can increase your Pokemon's speed stat by defeating a Pokemon that gives you speed EVs. Now, in Pokemon Legends Arceus, it's a bit different, but it's a lot easier to EV train all of your Pokemon. In this game, they changed the name to effort levels, and your Pokemon can have a max of 10 effort levels for each of the 6 stats. You don't defeat Pokemon to increase that stat. Instead, you give it items. It's just so much easier. But just how much of a difference does it even make? Is it even worth it? But once I show you just how much it increases, you might be instantly sold. You might even wish that you were doing it sooner, or you might not even care. But I'm just gonna say it increases it by a lot. So here is the side-by-side of my 0 effort level Floatzel next to my maxed out effort level Floatzel. I'll also go ahead and include the percentage increase of each stat. So just right off the bat, you can see that it's a lot. Some go as high as an 80% increase to that stat. So don't skip out on doing this because it will make a huge difference. Now I'll go over how to increase your effort level, as well as various ways to get the items you will need to do so. So the items you'll be using are called grits. You probably pick some up as you just play through the game. They look like this, and there are 4 types of grits: dust, gravel, pebble, and rocks. And you will need to use all 4 of these to max out your effort level. So first, you'll start with your grit dust, and that will raise your effort level from level 0 to 3. From there, you can't give it any more grit dust. Now you will have to move on and give it grit gravel. Using grit gravel, you can now raise your effort level from level 3 to level 6. Now, you cannot use grit gravel to increase your effort level from 0 to 6. Same goes for the rest. Once you're level 6, you can now use the grit pebbles to increase it from level 6 to level 9. And finally, you'll need a single grit rock to increase it from level 9 to 10, which is the max. But again, you must go in order. Grit dust, then grit gravel, then grit pebble, then grit rock. You can't just use all grit rock or all grit gravel, it just won't work. So to max out the effort level of a single stat, it will take exactly 3 grit dust, 3 grit gravel, 3 grit pebbles, and 1 grit rock. So if you want to max out all 6 of your stats, you will need a grand total of 18 grit dust, 18 grit gravel, 18 grit pebbles, and 6 grit rocks. Okay, now let's go over how to get these grit items. Now, the fastest and easiest way is by releasing Pokemon in your storage, aka the pastures. If you've been trying to farm research points to rank up, you've probably been catching a lot of Pokemon. Well, go ahead and release the ones you don't want, and you'll be rewarded with various grits. Now, another way to get them is by trading up for them. If you talk to Zisu in the training area, she will give you the option to trade 10 grit dust for 1 grit gravel, or 10 grit gravels for 1 grit pebble, and same for the grit rock. So if you have a lot of one, then you can go ahead and trade them in for another. And finally, you can get them from defeating or capturing Pokemon, as well as from various side quest rewards. but that's all there is to it. Make sure to utilize these items to increase your effort levels because it really does help out a lot and just gives you an extra edge in battles. So if you found this video helpful, then don't forget to hit that like button, as well as subscribe and turning on the bell for notifications for more Pokemon Legends Arceus content. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.